On your driving test, you have to do 1 out of a possible 4 parking maneuvers. It's mandatory, you have to on every single driving test. I'm going to show you all of them right now so that you can learn them easily and quickly. Once you've learned your maneuvers, bookmark this video so that you can spend more time on lessons practicing driving and less time practicing maneuvers. Here's the first one. If your maneuver is parallel parking, then your examiner is going to pull you over on the left just like this, only on the left, in the space wide enough or long enough to fit 2 cars in, and they're going to get you to move off next to the car that's in front of you and then parallel park from there. So if you're practicing this with your mum, dad, friends or family, then make sure that you start it from a park position and move off and parallel park from there. So here's how I teach it. Prepare to move off from the side of the road just as normal, only using the clutch so that you can be really accurate with your starting position. And what we want is perfectly parallel to the car that you're parking against and about 1 meter away from them as well. Stop right there. Into reverse. This is the important bit. Your all-around observations, your main focus on your maneuvers should be observations and not parking. Nobody cares if you are good at parking. What they care about is if you're safe at reversing. Bear that in mind. So I'm going to check all around the car just to make sure there's no pedestrians, cyclists or anything else about to come behind me, and I'm going to use the slowest speed that I can make the car move at to do this, keeping up good observations. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the back of the car I'm parking next to in the back passenger window. There it is. And I'm going to take 1 nice gentle turn to the left, keeping up my observations. Then what I'm looking for is the back of the car to hit the curb in the mirror. It looks like the back of the car's touching the curb, like that. Keeping up my observations. If a car passes me, then I'm going to stop to let them pass nice and safely. And I've taken 2 turns to the right, 1 turn back to the left. Once I'm parallel with the curb, neutral, handbrake, and done. That's it, it's that simple. Now let's run through that again in quick time on the drone cam so we can watch that in action. I'm next to the black car, and I'm reversing until I can see the back of my car in my back passenger window. That means that the back of my car is past the back of their car, which means that it's safe to steer left. And 1 turn left, which starts to bring my car in towards the curb. Once I see the back of my car fully connect with the curb in the mirror, then it's time to turn right. And I'm going to take 2 turns to the right. I don't need to stop, but I need to keep up good observations all the way around. And then once I'm parallel with the curb, I'm going to straighten up the wheels and stop. Okay, now for the next maneuver, which is called the right reverse. This is the only time a driving instructor will ask you to pull over in a safe place on the right-hand side of the road. Check your mirrors and signal. Move across to the right. If there's a vehicle oncoming, it's clearly their priority first. So you're going to let them go first. Go handbrake and neutral. And then your examiner will give you the next instruction, which is, I'd like you to reverse back 2 car spaces. Don't worry if you go back too far, your examiner will just say, stop, that's enough. If you don't go back far enough, then they will ask you to carry on reversing. So it's not really a test of if you can manage 2 car spaces. Again, it's just a test of if you can reverse safely. So the main thing that you're looking for on this maneuver, same as with all the others, is safe observation. Let's try it. Into reverse. Checking all around the car, and I can see that there's a pedestrian on my left. I'm just going to stay stationary because this we are not trying to do in a hurry. We are trying to do it safely. And once that pedestrian's gone and is out of the way or out of my danger area, I'm going to reverse back again as slowly as possible. I'm not trying to set lap records. I'm not trying to be Usain Bolt or Michael Schumacher or Lewis Hamilton or Max Verstappen. I'm glancing in my right mirror to see my position on the curb. If I can see it getting further away, I'm going to steer towards the curb. And let's not overcomplicate this. If you're going further away from the curb and if you want the car to go that way, steer that way. If you're getting closer to the curb and you want the car to go that way, steer that way. Don't overcomplicate it and think opposites. Just steer the way you want the car to go. If you have to stop because there's a vehicle or a pedestrian in the way, then make sure you do a full 6-point check, checking 360 all around the car before you carry on again. I'm going to stop for these cyclists because they are in my danger area. Stop for anything that's passing you closely. I'm going to check all around before I start moving again, and then I'm going to go back a little bit more. I've actually lost track of how far I've gone. The examiner will stop me though. I can see I'm getting a little bit closer to the curb, so I'm just nudging the car away with the steering wheel, keeping an eye on that mirror to make sure I haven't gone too far. No, I'm still nice and close to the curb. That's about enough. It's that simple. This is your dream maneuver. If you get this maneuver, then you're laughing all the way to the bank. When you're pulling away though, if there is something blocking you in front of you, you can ask the examiner to help you and check down the road and see if there's anything coming. Sometimes they'll say they'll help you and sometimes they won't, but it makes your life a little bit easier. So now the examiner's asked me to carry on again. I'm going to drive on when it's clear, making sure there's nothing coming down the road towards me. Same as if you're pulling away from the left, you want it to be nice and clear before you set off. Next maneuver. If the maneuver that you have to do on your driving test is bay parking, forwards or backwards, your examiner will direct you into a car park, direct you where you need to be in the car park, and then they will stop you in the aisle to give you your instruction. And the instruction for forward bay parking is you can pick a bay either on the left or the right side. It's up to you, and you don't have to tell the examiner which bay you're picking. Whichever one you think is going to be the easiest to get into, preferably one that's not next to another car. And then remember, just like with all the other maneuvers, this is more about your safety in a car park, your safety reversing or parking, than your accuracy or how well you park. So I'm going to pick that one because I'm right next to it already. Plus, you want to pick for forwards a bay that's further away from your car. So right now it would be really difficult for me to get into a bay that's on the left side because I'm too close to them. I'm going to pick one that's on the right. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to line up my door mirror, which is actually already perfectly lined up, and I'm going to pop my door mirror on top of the line, the first line of the bay that I want to get into. Then I'm going to check around, going to signal to let everyone know what I'm doing, and again, really slow speed. As soon as I start moving, I'm going to start turning into the bay, keeping up that observation all around. Once I'm parallel, straighten up the wheels and stop. If you want to and you're not sure that you're in the bay, you can open your door. Once the car's secure, handbrake in neutral or park in neutral if you're in an automatic. Open the door, check the line, I'm inside it, and then the examiner will give you your next instruction. You will have to do some reversing if you're on your driving test. This is your reversing. If your maneuver's forward bay park, you'll have to reverse out of the bay. So your maneuver's not done yet. Keep focused. It feels like you're done, but you're not done yet. So perfect observation, checking all around the car to make sure that there's no one around you. It doesn't matter if you cross the lines of the bay while you're entering or exiting the bay, but you have to keep up good observation while you're exiting the bay. Make sure that if you're in a one-way car park, you exit the bay the correct way and you're driving the correct way in a one-way car park. This car park is two-way, so I'm going out this way and I'm going to exit. Let's run through that again on the aerial shot. I've positioned as far away from the bay as possible to make my job a lot easier. I've positioned my right wing mirror on top of the first white line of the bay that I want to get into. Check 360, signal to the right. Then when my car moves, I steer all the way nice and briskly to the right and I'm in the bay. Okay, let's say though that the maneuver my examiner wants me to do is a reverse bay park. No problem, you can still do that in a public car park. Most of the time though, you'll do that in the driving test center car park before your driving test starts or at the end of your driving test. But if it's in a public car park, then your examiner will do the exact same thing, direct you into the car park, and then they'll ask you to stop and tell you what you're going to do next. So the next thing I'd like you to do is reverse into one of the bays, either on the left or right. You can pick the bay, carry on in your own time. So I'm going to pick a bay on the left. This time with reversing, you can start a lot closer to the bay. It works better. Here's how it works. Pick a bay. I've picked this one. I'm going to park with my back to that trolley shelter. I'm going to go 3 lines forward from the edge of this bay. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to line that up with my shoulder. I've got a tiny bit past it. Be accurate with all of your reference points because they're there for a reason. You want to be accurate in the bay and you want to give yourself the best chance of being able to park. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm going to look around because observation and safety is the most important thing on maneuvers. And then as soon as I start moving, I'm going to steer to the left. Nice and brisk. Keep up observation because you're going backwards. Keep up effective observation. Make sure that you're looking 360. And the next thing you're looking for is when your car's parallel with the bay, which is exactly now. You should be able to see when you're parallel in your mirror. because you can see the line in the mirror, or if you look directly forwards, then you can see when you're parallel, because the horizon of the car park, all of the car park horizons match up with the line of your bonnet. You're not quite done yet though. Go backwards until you're fully in the bay and stop. Handbrake neutral. Yep, I'm inside the lines. Let's close the door properly. And then you're done. You've done your reversing elements, so now the examiner's just going to tell you to drive forwards and exit the car park. Okay, let's go through the aerial shot on this one. I've picked the bay that I want to park in, which is again behind the trolley shelter. I'm counting 3 lines from the edge of my bay. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. That line has to line up with my shoulder. So I'm looking over my shoulder and directly down that line. Into reverse gear, check 360. As soon as my car starts reversing, I'm going to turn briskly all the way to the left. Constant observations as I'm moving backwards. The next thing I'm looking for is when my car becomes parallel with the bay. That's where I'm going to straighten up the wheel and keep reversing until I'm fully in the bay and stop. I hope you found this video helpful. Bookmark it and save it so that you can watch it again before your driving test to remind yourself how to do manoeuvres, or just use it as revision. If you have found it helpful, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel, press that subscribe button. That helps me more than you know, and that helps me to create more awesome videos for you to help you learn to drive. Now this video is finished. You can watch this video, which is equally awesome, and it will help you pass your driving test as well. Click it. YouTube thinks that you'll bloody love it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Bye.